Well, back to the show, folks. This is part 2 of the Forest Trail. As you've seen in the beginning, the first part 1 of the cutting a logging road. I can't remember what I even named it, honestly. But I cut some water bars in and we fixed up this road. So somebody asked to explain what a water bar was. So let's start up here at the top. You always want to find where the water's coming from, and boom, you got water coming in here, and you got water coming down this trail. All right, the yard is behind us, so the water comes in the trail. So how do you keep the water from going down the middle of the trail? Water bar. So I don't know if you can tell, but it's just a slight hump at an angle that when the water is running on the road, it'll come up and it'll hit this hump and then run off the road. As you can see, the water's running right in here. So it's doing its job. Last time y'all was here, this was really big and obnoxious. All the dirt that I was using was real wet and kind of muddy. So I wanted to pump it up so that way if gully washer did come, it's gonna wash that muddy, unpacked dirt out a lot quicker. So I had it humped up. Once it dried up, last time I was here, I didn't bring the camera. I might have a few videos on my phone, but I forgot to bring the camera, and I just knocked this down and kind of finished this upper area, just grading it out, which we're gonna go, you know, cruise down through there. I have to finish up at the bottom. Hopefully it's good and dry today. So, and that's the road we're working on. So let's do it. So as I'm coming down through here, I'm also looking for any spots where the water may be hanging out too much in the road. It should all be going to the left over here, and as you see, or well, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's sloped to the left. You can see my little ditch there that's filling up the water. All this sand is sand, that's loose dirt, it's filling up the water. Doing everything it's supposed to do. Right down here is the problem child. Hopefully y'all can hear me. But here, back to the ditch again, and then right here is another water bar. Kind of humps up and then goes up over the hill and goes on down. So it's doing its job. You can see some of the water has ran off to the side. That way, if any water comes down this trail and were to find its way and get enough of a little gully, a little trench that it washes out, if it does do that, it'll hit this water bar and divert over to this ditch and run off into the woods down there. So today, while we're here, what we're finishing up is a final grade on all this. I'm also seeing if I'm sinking in this, and I don't appear to be yet, a little bit. So I'm gonna knock this side down a little bit and slope it to the left, and then do a final grade on all this, and I believe I will be done with this job. It's not that it's a bad job, it's just been a very time-consuming job. So let's try to get this graded out and get this knocked out. All right, right here the road is sloping, and right here it is not. So from right in here, pretty much all the way down, or right into this area and then down, I need to slope it away from the road, so the water that's there will run off. So let's get it. If you can tell now, but I've knocked this side down, so now the whole road is sloping to that way, to this ditch. So I have a little windrow there on the way out. I'll smash that down, kind of knock it back. The water will find its way, so it's not that important, but I'm going to track over this a whole bunch like I already am before I roll out. But my next step here is bank this around. So I'm going to start a little ditch right here and bank it around that way and try to use that dirt to build this side of the road up. So when they come down with a side-by-side or a four-wheeler, they can hug that side, and this side's the wet side, if you will. So let's get you set up. hill, but the trail flattens out right here. So we're coming down the hill, hit that water bar. Right in here's where I sloped it even more, and then it humps up. So kind of a little bit of an issue. We got this big tree here. They don't want to take out the big trees, so I have to split the water there. What water can run that way will run that way. Water will come down the trail and lean and hopefully run this way. So I've got this whole area right here built up on the left side, or yeah, this side built up and this side cut down. So the water should, theoretically, it was already doing it, and there was, you could see all that sand sitting over there and down here. It was already doing it. Now it should be more exaggerated. And I've got all that tracked in. I'll probably go over it a couple more times to track it all down, and we will be on our way out of here. So let me strap you to the machine and go back and forth over and over and over and over again. Alright, I believe that's got a wrap, folks. I got a machine sitting on a water bar. From that water bar up, everything seemed to be working fine. So I've got this section sloped a little bit more, and I've got it down there at the bottom sloped to where whatever water doesn't run off here that gets back in the road will run off to the left down there. Also got it tracked in. The reason this job's taking me so long, and it's 2 parts, because everything from that water bar up was fine because it was good and dry. I have a rock shelf right here, and this was rutted out. This was probably the deepest, and I dug this ditch over here and pushed all that topsoil off the side, dug that ditch just to get down to what clay, sandy, stone, sandstone, anything other than that topsoil that I could put in it. Well, since it's 2 foot in a V, washed out, and it was all fresh dirt, it just took time to pack down, and it was retaining water in it, just a big sponge. So it's taken me that long, and then when I did finally get it all really close to being done, I would track over this and I'd leave these little ruts like this, and they would be about 6 inches deep. So what would happen is the water would come off of this hill right here or from up the road, and it would hit one of them ruts and then run down the road. They was big ruts. So hopefully the customer's happy with it. I'm happy with it. Hopefully they're happy with it. And maybe if this will dry up, they'll be able to use it here real soon. And if everybody's happy, we'll move on to the next one. So I appreciate y'all watching the Chelton channel, and God bless. I'll catch you on the next one.